Hey guys, welcome back to Force of Grayskull. I'm Johnny, and I have the original He-Man and the Savage Wonder Bread He-Man, both from 1981. They both have a stamp of 1981 Mattel Inc. Taiwan, and you can tell the obvious differences are that the Wonder Bread Savage He-Man has dark hair, the dark loincloth, and the dark just boots, accents the belt, while the original He-Man over here has got the blonde hair with the orange belt and the maroon color in the boots and stuff. All original weapons. This one is a little more hard to find, as all Motu collectors might know. I don't know if he actually came with these weapons, so when I got this figure, he was actually just the figure by itself, and then I added the classic vintage Motu Zodak armor, and it came with the black Zodak gun, and then the maroon Manny Faces. I was gonna say Man at Arms. The maroon Manny Faces weapons that it supposedly came with when it was initially packaged, and there's a lot of mystery surrounding this figure and how it came about, and people don't know exactly where it came from. My personal opinion was that it was probably part of a Mattel promotional tie-in. I think in the early 80s there was this thing when the line first started where you could buy two and get one free, and so if you option for the Motu character, then you got a brown-haired He-Man, which is sort of a variant they had on the production line, that maybe they decided to go with brown hair first, and then at some point they decided, we'll just go blonde. The whole Wonder Bread thing, how that came about was, I believe that Motu had a promotional tie-in with some Masters of the Universe trading cards in Wonder Bread back in the 80s and stuff like that, but I don't think it ever went as far as to actually produce actual action figures. I think people maybe got their memories crossed, got their facts crossed, and that this was just indeed part of the toy giveaway, buy two get one free, in the early 80s, and they just kind of got those two memories mixed up. It was a while back actually, so they probably just got confused and somehow mixed and forgot where this guy came from, hence people just started calling him Wonder Bread He-Man. And then you got the black Zodak armor with the W on there. Doesn't really help. It really reinforces the sort of kind of mystery and reinforcing the name Wonder Bread, when actually I don't think it was part of the Wonder Bread campaign at all. So he originally supposed to have come in a plastic baggie with these maroon weapons, which were just kind of spare, and they also belong to Manny Faces, and a little coupon signifying that the buy two get one free giveaway. And I do believe that's where he came from. And then you got the original 1981 He-Man here, who a little worse for wear here on his face and his hair. He's running out of paint here in his teeth, but it's all original, and that's why I like to have this figure around. These original figures are not too easy to come by now. There's a lot of the commemorative figures out there, and it's harder and harder to get these originals. So these are two of my prized pieces in the collection. And here are the back of the figures. As you can see on the Savage He-Man, that the paint has held up rather well in the back of the head. And the loincloth and the boots in the back. And if I could zoom in there, you can probably see where it says 1981 Taiwan Mattel. And his legs are a little wacky, but that's I think all Motu figures eventually the original leg bands give out, and then the legs get all breakdancey on us, but he still stands pretty well for the age, you know. And then you got the original He-Man here. His leg bands are actually a lot better. He stands a lot more normal. It's not as much work to get him to stand. The paint in the back is actually well, on the towards the bottom there, the paint's starting to run out. all his original weapons, and then you get the stamp right there, 1981. And finally, here are the figures stood up. And Savage He-Man, he stands very well. So the price paid for this, collectors know out there the base price, the high-end price of how much one would go for on eBay, and this one was half that. So a good price for the figure for what it's worth, but also still pretty expensive. And the way I acquired this He-Man was actually through my girlfriend and her brother's former collection, which happy to have in my, or we even share the collection sometimes, so our collection. And his arm is a little crazy and kind of popped out there, as you can see, but it's good to have an original He-Man in the collection. He still stands and the arm still articulates very well. So here they are, guys, the original Savage He-Man from 1981 and the original blonde He-Man from 1981, Mattel Inc. Taiwan. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures at the Forest of Grayskull.